Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here with our ATS career mode, say with the Custard Haulers US. It is 6:49 in the morning and we are in the city of Hutchinson. We've just driven up to from Wichita, and we are going to be taking some paper from Hutchinson to Joplin back over the border. So we're going to be taking this drive here. So we're going to go through Wichita, and then we're going to try and collect a couple of scenic viewpoints on the 54 going towards Pittsburgh, and then we'll come down into Pittsburgh, just pick up that city, and then just head over the border into Joplin, and we're going back into the subtropolis, which should be good. That's always a fun little drive to go in there. There's a few other things that need to be picked up. There's a bunch of stuff that I've seen that is going to be interesting to talk about. So let's dive in and let's see if we can have a smooth drive without incident, is what we're hoping for. Right, here we go. It is a beautiful morning. And yeah, this is a massive area here. Always like these sort of things. But yeah, I think we've got some gates to go through, which we don't want to try and bulldoze through. There we go. And then we'll take a right here. Slightly cutting the corner a bit. And we're going to be taking a left. They're going to stop for me. It's interesting in these sort of places, because it does feel like you are letting me go. Thank you, mate. If you think about sort of coming out there where it is busy, I mean, how would you ever get out of that without sort of traffic lights and stuff, and driving such a long vehicle as we've got here? Right, we're coming behind. Was this a bin lorry? Looks like a bin lorry. Is that a bin lorry? Yeah, it's a bin lorry. Right. So, just a little reiterate what we're up to. So we are going to be trying to pick up one city. We've done 11 out of 14 so far in the Sunflower State achievement. So that's we'll just be 2 cities away from completing that and getting that achievement. So I'm looking forward to that. I've really enjoyed Kansas actually so far. It's been a lot of fun. The other thing, we'll be hopefully picking up a couple of scenic viewpoints and or cutscenes, or whatever you want to call them. And that is the Wheat State Explorer achievement. So we're making some good progress with that. Also wanted to sort of say that we are making progress every single delivery we do with the I Think I Like It achievement, where you've got to finish 50 deliveries. I was a little surprised. We've only done 27 deliveries so far. I thought I'd done lots more than that, but thinking about it, what are we on, episode like 25, 26, something like that, so it does kind of make sense. We haven't done much in terms of deliveries outside of what we've done on camera, which is not necessarily the case. I certainly, for the ETS save, I did have quite a few deliveries off camera, but I'm quite enjoying just kind of pootling around doing everything on camera. I think it's fun, and you folks seem to enjoy it. I mean, if you let me know if you think I should sort of move things on quite a lot sort of between episodes. But what I don't want to do is miss out any of the cool things that we're seeing. I mean, in the last episode we saw those kind of epic stone things. I can't forget what it was. Monument Rock, wasn't it? Or Monument Rocks, which were just in the middle of absolutely nowhere, which was absolutely insane. And, you know, I wouldn't want to have missed that. So, yeah, so we've got 6 hours 30 to go. It's, what was the delivery? It's 337 miles to get there. So not a huge delivery, but what we'll do as we head down through Wichita is to do a little bit of a drive with some music, and then we'll come back after that, and we'll have a little chat as we're sort of heading along the... It's not the 400, it's the one just above that. So yeah, we'll come back and have a chat then. Okay, so we have driven south of Wichita. We've didn't actually really go through it. We just kind of went past it through some relatively complicated turns, and we are just going to be heading up the road slightly on the left to pick up this cutscene, whatever that is there. I think we might have to turn around to actually access it, but it's just out on the left side. We can't see it yet, but we are going through some small town here, which looks really cool. We should be taking a right here for our journey, but I think we'll just carry on and pick this up. No idea where this is, where we are, but this cutscene will probably tell us. And while we're sort of doing this, and we've talked a little bit about achievements already, I did notice on Steam that there are not one, not two, but 7 hidden achievements on the ATS site on Steam. Now, there's 3 for ETS, and I think I've worked out that that's probably the Driver Academy. Where is that? Where is it? It's just there somewhere. There. Right, we'll take a left in there. Yeah, so that's going to be the Driver Academy. But there are another 4, which makes it seem like we might be talking about a new state, but it feels like we've only just had the last DLC that came out. So, am I right in thinking that? Or is there something else going on? Let me know your thoughts. Are we this close to a new state coming out? And actually, I think it's the 1.51 update as well. I think was talked about, so that must be when the Driver Academy is being released, right? Along with a couple of other things, but I'm really excited about that, and we'll probably do the Driver Academy in ETS too. I'm not sure. We might do it in both. I'm not sure, but let's have a look at what this cutscene is. Let me know your thoughts on that though. So this is El Dorado, Mysterious Cities of Gold. Who remembers that? So presumably this is a little town in southern Kansas. Well, yes, it is. I'm presuming this is the name of the town. I mean, El Dorado that's a Spanish legend. That's something completely different, right? Or am I missing something? Lots of people. Is that guy being filmed for something? Historical Art Museum. Yeah, it is. Welcome to El Dorado. It was a cool looking place. Oh, that's a cracker, isn't it? Oh, that would be awesome to walk around. I'd like that. Right, yeah, that was a nice one. Right. So we'll head out of El Dorado. We'll just stop off, have a little snack there. Right, yeah, it's a really nice burger that was. So, enjoyed that. El Dorado burger. Come on, you're not going to go out, are you? Just don't want to take the back of my truck off. And then we're going to be taking... What are we doing? No. We're going this way. So we're going left here. And actually we can just go straight away. Lights are with us for once. So yeah, I'm fascinated to know, because I feel we're going to get some of these things kind of imminently. As there we go, we're way over the speed limit. Let's just get back down. We cannot afford. I think we've been pretty good in ATS, just keeping to speed limits and stuff. Feels like there must be. Is it down here? There was that rather cool little place. Let's just see if we can capture this lovely little. Oh, look at this! I absolutely love this. Right, I'm going to do a thumbnail here. Although I might grab one of the pictures from Dorado and actually have that as the thumbnail. I'm not sure. Maybe sort of make a bit of a composite thumbnail. Was that somewhere I could have gone? No, thank God for that. On the subject of hidden roads, thank you to those who have been talking about those in the comments. It was mentioned on the 400, which is the road south of this one. There is a hidden road, a really good hidden road there, on the way to Pittsburgh. Now, I'm not sure, and that was mentioned by, I think it was, who mentioned that? Ooh, who mentioned that? That was Heilkem Demblik, who I think he's Dutch. Said there's a really good hidden road up there. But it was also mentioned to me that, oh Christ, trying to read and drive at the same time is difficult. That there is a hidden road. This is really pretty, by the way. I'm really liking this. That we missed when we were chatting about Lidl and Aldi, and apparently it's a really, really good one. That was the bloody thing. Is there anything behind? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Ooh, right. How are we going to do this? Right. What we're going to do here is we're going to be a bit naughty. They can overtake us. We're going to uncouple. I'm going to turn around and I'm just just stuff happening here, mate. Stuff happening. I want to see what this is. Looks like we've got some oil. Oh, I didn't uncouple. Right, there we go. So, ooh, just a little bit of damage there. I'm just going to slip past on this side if I can without going into the ditch. It's only a little bit of a queue. Don't worry, folks. I'm just doing a bit of sightseeing, but you know it's fine. And it probably wasn't a bad thing not to bring my trailer in here, in all honesty. So what is this all about? Gone a little bit far. Right, what's this? It is the Butler County line. What the heck is that? Let me know in the comments what we're looking at. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's nothing like anything we've seen so far. It's lots of expansive wilderness, but these beautiful little streams with all sorts of things going on in them. I really like this area. It feels, I don't know, almost European. But that's so pretty. That is really, really pretty. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but let me know in the comments what that is all about. Right, I'm just going to go and get myself hooked up again, and then we'll continue our little journey towards wherever we're trying to get to. They're all nothing else has come. It's interesting. Must be some sort of mechanic which stops cars spawning if there's a bunch of cars here already. Oh, look at that. Is that a Cadillac? That's a right proper old car there. Right, just hook up. Seeing the sights, the Butler County line. Really like that one. because everything else has been kind of cities and things like that. So, or rather than like cool features. And I guess we had the Monument Rocks, didn't we? But yeah, I think that was a really nice one, something a bit more random. So just have a little look here. So yeah, so what we will do, given that there is this hidden road on the 400 that we were talking about, which is apparently a really good one, and it links to the other thing that we all know Kansas for. I'll leave it at that. The person in the comments didn't specify what that was, but I think we all know what that is. So I want to see that. So we will be on a hunt next time out. We're going to be on a hunt for that particular hidden road, because I think it's worth just doing that. And we'll go on the 400, maybe the extent of the 400 down to Dodge City or something. It looks like it finishes there, through Wichita, all the way along here. Get to see this part of the state before we go up here. This is another one I really still want to do. Phillipsburg and Marysville are the two cities that we haven't quite got there with. So yeah, I think we're now up to 7 out of 10 cutscenes, and so we should pick up additional cutscenes. I'm not seeing this one here, 8, 9. There must be at least one more hidden cutscene as far as I can tell. Right, so we're on the 54, and we will do a little bit more driving, and then I'll come back and I'll see you after this little time lapse. I think this is going to be pretty. Right, folks, we're just heading south towards Pittsburgh now. Not that Pittsburgh, the smaller one. So we're going to pick this one up, just have a little drive around, see what's there. And then we're going to head out of state. Weather has changed, like, into all sorts of things. I've never really known how changeable the weather is in these sort of central states. You would kind of expect it, given that there isn't kind of like the winds come off the Atlantic, whatever, to be slightly more settled, but then you get these big storms. But let me know in the comments exactly how changeable this is. So this is 12 out of 14 in the Stumfire State. Do those storms come out of nowhere, or can you see them coming a mile away? I guess is what I'm asking. Can you kind of predict the weather relatively well in those central states, or is that just really hard to do? I mean, I live in Britain, where we've got, I mean, we're right on the Atlantic, so we've got all of those winds. We get winds coming from the north, the south, and we're on an island, which makes it really hard to predict kind of what's happening. Okay, so this is Pittsburgh. We picked it up. What do we? I mean, it's a very nice looking town, I have to say. Ooh, I think we're good here. Please, don't want to drop money by going through a red light. That would be an absolute disaster. Pretty much the same on that one. We get through this one as well. No such luck. Yeah, so you got all the sort of standard stuff here. Maybe take a little picture. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use for the thumbnail. Just on the subject of states and some of those more central states, I mean, we were talking a bit in the last episode about some of the upcoming DLCs that are being talked about, and looking on Steam the other day, and it was mentioned, I think it was it Pete? I think it was Pete who mentioned that there was a new DLC that had been sort of talked about, which is South Dakota, which is very, very exciting, isn't it? We need to get in this lane. No, are you going to let me in? I'm indicating, mate. Come on. Then I'll just squeeze in behind. Yeah, so South Dakota is the next DLC in the list. I guess it's going to be a bit of time before we see South Dakota being come into our the game. But yeah, one thing I didn't realise, that is where Mount Rushmore is. Really didn't know that. I thought it was on the west coast, as sad as that is. There we go. So that obviously will be in the game, certainly. And there's some a really nice bit on Steam talking about the new DLC and what might be there. So yeah, make sure you have a little read of that. Right, we're going back on ourselves here. This is, I guess, just on the outside of Pittsburgh. Just going to be kind of heading to the west of that main street. But yeah, I did ask the question, what else are you looking forward to? And there was a couple of responses on that. A couple of people said Illinois as things that they're really looking forward to in game. So Pete mentioned that Illinois is the land of Lincoln. So it's named after Abraham Lincoln. So he reckons there's going to be some sort of link to Abe in the game. And there was also mention that Illinois is where Chicago is. I think it was Gil Webb who mentioned that. So that would be, I'm going forward. I'm just slowly trickling forward there. Oh dear. Don't mind me. I haven't been pulled up for that, so that's good. I didn't even notice that. So that will be good. See what Chicago looks like in the game. I imagine that's going to be quite amazing. But yeah, so it's. I think it will be exciting, and I think the Mount Rushmore should be absolutely immense. It's going to be gorgeous, isn't it? You'd think. Did I cause some sort of chaos to that car there? I think I might have done. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just stuck in the middle of the road. Now he's going. Bloody hell. What you doing, mate? Yeah, anyway, so that's one of the things that we'll be looking forward to. But yeah, so it looks like maybe we might be seeing one of those states very, very soon. I'm not sure which is the next one in line. Let me know in the comments which one that is. I know there's a bunch that have been teased, but where are we going next? Obviously, Arkansas was the most recent. But where next? Where are they going to be heading next with the next date? I think, and once that is released, it might be that I need to buy a different DLC to be able to get there. I'm having a lot of fun with the DLCs we've got at the minute. Kansas is epically fun. This is definitely very, very happy to be driving around this. It's one of the newer ones, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So next up in our little drive here, we're just going to be heading up the way, and then we are going to be going the short distance to Subtropica. So we're going over the border. Yeah, we're going to be going over the border into Missouri. I said Arkansas, didn't I? Arkansas. I think Arkansas might be the next state, isn't it? It hasn't been released. I'm just kind of making things up as I go along. So yeah, Missouri's the most recent DLC. This guy, I know what's going on. Right, so I'll do a little bit of a time lapse, and we'll get to the Subtropolis, and we'll have a little drive around the that crazy underground thing. So we can see just on the sat nav on the bottom right, which Zilla always called a newbie. So is that just like a brand name for sat nav in the US? Always confused me, that did. Let me know what that's all about. But you can see the Subtropolis just coming up in front of us there. So let me know your thoughts on having our next episode sort of travelling on that 400 all the way down there, and let me know if there is it one or two hidden roads that are along that road that were mentioned. So I know this is the big one that we need to pick up, but is the other one that was being talked about, is that a different hidden road or is that the same one? Let me know in the comments, because it would be very helpful to know what I'm looking out for along that road. So yeah, looking forward to that little drive, and let me know if you are too. Also, let me know of any future drives that you think might be really useful to do. I think that is always good to hear about. So here we go. We're arrived. Oh Christ! I wasn't going to stop there. The other thing we might do, and we might not do it on the next drive, but thank you again to the Dutch lad whose name I can't remember. Right, so it's a 40. Oh, it's right the way there, so it's not going to be the most exciting one. Looks like it's a backup job. You can just about see the truck in there. Right, we'll take a left here. We've done this one, but there's so many different delivery spots that we could potentially go to. It's really quite fun. And I wonder if you could drop it off there as well. Let me know, where have you actually had to do an outdoor parking as well in this area? Probably perhaps not as much fun, but it'd be kind of cool to know how many different types of delivery spot there are in this particular location. That's something I've never really understood, because it seems like there's more than one in many locations, but I don't know whether there's like 2 in all of them, or whether something like this has like loads. I'd love to know a bit more about that, because it would, if there was other parking jobs, like 90 parking jobs that you could potentially get here, that would be fun to know. Right, so I think we can see it just up ahead there. Doesn't look that tough. We can just... Christ, it went dark. I was going to say we can just swing in behind. I don't know if we should have done this. I think this is a really, really terrible idea. How did we get through that? I mean, that must have been close. Right. I can't see. Let's just head back that way. I want to be able to see it. Right, there we go. Yeah, I was sort of thinking about including the Polar Nights mod, which was again talked about in the comments. I don't want to have that like as a matter of course for everything, but it might be nice just to try out for one episode. So let me know your thoughts on that, and whether you've used it yourselves. Whether it looks good or whether it looks different, whether night kind of feels like it's dusk just for longer, or whether it just doesn't go, like the light doesn't change at all. I think if the light doesn't change at all, it would feel a little bit unrealistic. Anyway, some nice XP gain there, 888 XP, working towards level 8, which will be nice. I'm not sure quite what to add on next up, but another good drive done there. And yeah, I think we will, next up, look to take a job probably from Joplin proper, and we're going to go probably up this 400 all the way through, maybe to the likes of Dodge City. I want to travel this whole road, because I think there might be some cool things on there. But yeah, let me know specifically about whether there is 2 hidden roads that have been talked about, or just 1. Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. See you for the next one. Goodbye.